So this is the Bose Soundlink Plus, and this is the JBL Flip 7. Now, even though the Flip 7 is a small size speaker, whereas the Plus is a mid-size speaker, the Flip 7 actually does a really good job of keeping up with the Plus, because this speaker actually has a woofer and a tweeter setup and dual passive radiators that shoot out the sides, whereas with the Plus, the speaker also has a driver and a tweeter and passive radiators that shoot out the front and out the back. And I do feel that this is a fair comparison, because if we were to compare the Flip 7 to the Bose Flex 2, this speaker isn't as a fair comparison because this speaker misses that tweeter that is finally found on the Plus. Now, the Bose Soundlink Plus does get louder and it does have a higher max volume than the JBL Flip 7 because obviously this speaker is larger, but the Flip 7 actually does a really good job of keeping up while being significantly smaller and lighter, and instrument separation wise it does a really good job of keeping up because it actually has that woofer and tweeter setup, which is something the Bose Flex 2 just doesn't have. Now, when it comes to battery life, the Plus has an advertised battery life of 20 hours, which is to be expected since the speaker is much larger and denser than the Flip 7. But the Flip 7 has an advertised battery life of 16 hours, so this speaker does a really good job of keeping up with the Plus. Because if we were to compare the Bose Soundlink Plus to, let's say, the JBL Charge 6, which is also significantly smaller and lighter, this speaker has an advertised battery life of 24 hours, whereas the Plus only has an advertised battery life of 20 hours. Now, when it comes to charging these speakers, both of these speakers charge via a USB-C port, and you can also use the USB-C port on the Plus to charge your own devices. Now, you can't use the USB-C port on the Flip 7 to charge your own devices. However, you can use it as a wired connection if you want. And finally, when it comes to pairing these speakers up with other speakers with the Plus, you can pair it up to, let's say, a Bose Soundlink Max or a Bose Flex 2, and you can get them to play in sync, but you can only have a total of 2 speakers wirelessly paired together, which is super limited, whereas with the JBL Flip 7, this speaker is using Auracast, so you can pair it up to other Auracast speakers, like let's say the JBL Charge 6 or the upcoming Boombox 4, or to any of JBL's party boxes like an Encore 2 or 120, 325, 2720, or to an Ultimate, and you can get them to all play in sync. Overall, I like the sound that comes out of the Bose Soundlink Plus. However, for me, it is very hard to justify this speaker because of its very premium price point, and also this speaker is very large, especially for a medium-sized speaker, whereas with the Flip 7, this speaker is much smaller and much more affordable, and it does a really good job of keeping up with the Bose Soundlink Plus. But if you want to learn more, you can always watch the full video.